Hello people of YouTube, this is Prolix Enigma here, and today I'm going to talk about the various changes on the competitive Call of Duty scene's teams, including Team Caliber, Optic for sure, Envy, Strictly Business, and Curse. Strictly Business isn't a big deal here, but yeah. So, first of all, let's say this. The only man left standing on the original Optic team is Nadeshot. Let that sink in. Yeah. Now, next, the reason why Scumpy left. Yeah, now Scumpy left Optic. Ricky's still there, but Scumpy left Optic. And the reason, it seems, is because the house ended up doing the complete opposite of what it was intentionally meant to do, which was help the team practice more and improve and win more tournaments. Instead, it kind of tore them apart in the aspect that it was creating competition between who could get the more views between Nadeshot and Scumpy and just everybody in the house, as far as I'm assuming, but primarily between Scumpy and Nadeshot. And if you think back to when even Rambo, but when Merc left, or was dropped, his problem was exactly that. And I believe that was Rambo's problem too, was the competition. So this is kind of a big deal. This is the third person, I believe, that has been either dropped or left Optic because of the competition inside the house. And it's not the house's fault, because other teams have houses and they work out just fine. I am leaning more of this towards Nadeshot. As dumb as that probably sounds to some of you who like Nadeshot, I don't have a problem with Nadeshot. I like his videos. You know, he is a good competitive Call of Duty player. He deserves to be where he's at. He's won championships. You know, he is an Optic. He deserves to be there. He's been there since 2010. And apparently his team communication skills is just ridiculously good. So I'm not hating on him, but maybe it's just, for other people, it's just not the right environment. And that is why things are changing. And because one big timer was pretty much my favorite competitive Call of Duty player, and he is now retired in the Optic coach, and because Scumpy was my favorite, one of my other favorite players, and he's going to Envy, I think I'm turning into an Envy fan. Before, I didn't have problems with Envy. I didn't think there was anything wrong with them, but they just weren't one of my favorite teams to watch play or to root for. And Optic still is, of course. I mean, I'm never going to just completely leave the boys in green, you know what I mean? But I think I am more so leaning towards Envy. Just because Scumpy went there, and now Rambo is the coach for Envy. And it wasn't said that he was retiring. It was just said that he was kind of taking a break and that he would return somewhere down the line, hopefully. But I think this is... I can't say I think it's good. I have mixed feelings on the topic. I think it might be good for the team. It might be bad. I'm not sure. I'm just kind of messing around with my feelings about it. What I think is better for the teams. But I definitely think that since Optic is bringing in Parasite and Clayster, yep, Clayster left TK or was dropped, I don't know the full information on that, and Parasite left Curse. And now Optic Midnight said this in her video yesterday or the day before or something like that, that Optic, just because of the branding that Optic has, they can have almost any team they want. Yeah, almost, or not any team, my bad guys, almost any player that they want in the competitive scene besides somebody from Complexity. That is pretty much, they have limitless reaches. And I think that this obviously shows it, because Curse had a good team, or they still do, but they had a great team with the three that they had, or the four that they had, and Parasite left because, I don't know if it was necessarily just because Optic offered, I don't know the stuff behind that, but this just kind of shows that no matter who Optic wants, they can almost pretty much get them. Which isn't a bad thing. I'm not hating on Optic or anything like that, because they are still one of my favorite teams. Now, TK, they're looking for a fourth. Strictly Business is looking for a fourth. What was the other one? There's another one that's looking for a fourth. But I know that Envy now has their players. Optic has not announced that Optic Para is an official member of Optic, but Parasite's already changed his name and everything, and he's talking like he has. I'm pretty sure he is. I'm really excited now that the Optics roster has changed. My favorite player, just from watching UMG Philly, my favorite player is now Ricky. I really, really liked Ricky. That 1v2 clutch that he pulled off in that Search and Destroy game, he won my heart right there. Yep. He is now one of my favorite players in Optic. Pretty much my favorite player in Optic. I'm excited to see where the team goes. I think they got a bright future. Maybe a brighter future if they had somebody besides Nadeshot. Embos maybe. I could see it. But I think they might have a brighter future now. Just because of the changes, not because Scumpy left or anything like that, just because of the changes and because Big Timer is going to be the coach. And I think that's going to be very good for the team. I really, I'm hoping to see Scumpy shine bright in Envy. I'm hoping to watch Envy and just be like, wow, this is like the old Optic. This is like the Optic team that I watched in Modern Warfare 3 or, just when they were winning all them tournaments. This is who I watch. This is what I miss about the competitive Call of Duty scene. And now I want to see just anything that can possibly happen. Just anything good that can happen, I want to see it happen. And Gunjar, I don't know. I haven't seen hardly anything of him, but apparently he's really new to the scene, so I'm not sure how this will impact the team as a whole, but I don't think it will impact him too much because Envy placed higher in UMG Philly than Optic did, I believe. So that's a good thing. Now, I am left wondering why it's only those teams that have changes. It seems like the only team that didn't change is Complexity, of course. I don't see them changing anytime soon. I cannot talk, but I can't see them changing anytime soon because, one, they already have the chemistry between the players that they have. They already have the chemistry down, and because they're just so good. They got the raw talent to go beast mode at these events. And I do not care for Complexity too much. They're not one of my more favored teams, but that's just nowhere for me to talk. I mean, they obviously work hard, but I'm just not a fan of Complexity. I'd rather take anybody else to win over Complexity, to be honest. I started now. In my heart, I feel like I only have room for two favorite teams, as dumb as it probably sounds. And now those two spots in my heart are going to be for Optic and Envy. It used to be Optic and TK. I was really starting to like TK. But now it is Optic and Envy. The boys in green, and yeah, I think it's going to be a good 2014 season for both of them. But I have to say that now I am leaning a little bit more towards Envy. That I want to see them win more tournaments. I want to see them do what they do best. I want to see Scumpy go off. I want to see him compete at that level of skill that he used to compete at, that I used to see him compete at. It would be nice to see it again. I miss it. I really, really, really do. So, anyways, guys, this video is going to wrap up soon. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I'm not going to spoil the end for you because this was a very epic game. The guys on the other team were trash talkers, and I just wanted to basically spit in their face because I went try-hard mode here. They got a Juggernaut and a helicopter and all of this stuff, and I was just like, nope, this is not going to stop me, and I just went try-hard mode. And I've been messing with the Vector and the MTAR just to see which one I like more, and this is the best I have done with an SMG. I believe this is the best I've done with an SMG since Ghost has come out. This is how much I lack in the SMG department. Anyway, guys, like I said, I hope you enjoy the gameplay. Feel free to like and or subscribe. The video on the left will be, it is too cold outside, and the video on the right will be a random video from my channel. Come back again, and deuces!
Yeah, I said I'm on one. get 'em all.